Operant conditioning is a training method of behaviourist Skinner. Skinner based this theory on the work of psychologist Edward Thorndike. In 1953, Skinner used the term operant to refer to any active behaviour that operates upon the environment to generate consequences. Operant conditioning is a training method where animals learn through rewards and punishments for behaviour. There are 4 instrumental conditioning procedures: positive and negative reinforcement and positive and negative punishment. Positive reinforcement is to give, so the behaviour continues, and negative reinforcement is to take away. The goal for reinforcement is for the behaviour to increase. The goal in positive and negative punishment is for the behaviour to decrease. Sea lions at Blackpool Zoo are trained using positive reinforcement, and this training method is integral to their management. They also voluntarily contribute to their own healthcare, so restraint isn't needed.
Okay. So we begin. So first of all, we'll introduce you to Who's Who. But before we do, we always like to start our displays with a wave. But these sea lions will only wave at you if you guys wave at them. So come on, I want to see everybody sticking them there. Give them a nice wave. Don't be shy. You can look as silly as me. You get a nice wave from you guys? There's a nice wave. What about you two, Ruby? You going to give everyone a nice little wave? As I said, she's going to look at this head microphone and the camera, so she might be a little bit nervous for that because she's not used to this. The sounds also like clapping too, so if you see them clapping, if you see them doing this, then you know what to do. Give them a nice round of applause, lots of clapping, lots of cheering. It lets them know that they've done really well. Now, as I said, we've got Ruby, and Ruby is on the rock. She is 3 years old, and she does do the training, and she is still learning a lot of behaviours for the demonstrations and for the displays, but she is very young, and just like children, they do become very nervous when anything new is thrown their way, or if there's anything different. So, of course, we have to do a lot with her this winter, hopefully integrating her into the displays this year. Next here we have Anya. Anya here is 9 years old. She is actually the mother to the little baby on the back. Don't worry, that little baby is only on milk. They don't eat fish until they're at least 10 months to a year old. That little one there is only about 6-7 months old now. So she's still on milk from Anya. And as I said, Anya here is 9. And then next to her here we have Gina. And Gina here is 13 years old. And Gina is actually mother to Ruby. We've had actually over 40 sea lions born here at Blackpool Zoo in 30 years of keeping sea lions. We've sent off to different zoos and marine parks all over the UK and Europe. But Gina and Anya are sisters. They don't get on most of the time. Can we have a kiss? Can you kiss each other? Yeah, they're very cheeky, but they are very naughty, especially when I'm wearing the head microphone, because they do, of course, get a little bit complacent when we're doing the demonstrations. So I apologise if the sea lions decide they don't want to behave or swim off. As I said, I'm wearing the head microphone, head mic, and also the camera, which is, of course, a little bit new to them. Now, these guys are sea lions. They are not seals. People always confuse a seal with a sea lion. You guys do not like being called a seal. No, they're not seals whatsoever. They are sea lions. And there are some very easy ways that you can tell the difference between a seal and a sea lion. Some very easy ways, just by very quickly looking at them. The type of sea lion that we have here at Blackpool Zoo is what we call Californian sea lion. And Californian sea lions are a very common species of sea lion found in many zoos and marine parks across the world. And one of the ways is by looking at the side of their head. Now if I just point to the side of Anya there, you can see she's got a little layer on the side of her head there. A little external layer on the side of her head. That is only a characteristic of a sea lion. Get the camera. There we go. And as you can see, a little sticky out part of the ear, just like that. Seals do have ears, but it's usually just a very small hole on the side of the head, often covered by fur. So if they've got that ear, you know you're looking at a sea lion and not a seal. That's one difference. Another very big difference are those big flat front flippers. So can we see those big front flippers, please? Can we lift them up nice and high? Gina, can we see those front flippers? There we go, thank you. And they've got these big front flippers which they use in different ways. Seals have a front flipper no bigger than a human hand. So if you compare my hand to the sea lions you can see in front of me, you can see a big size difference there between my hand and the sea lions front flippers. Good demonstration there, you two, well done. Don't forget to give them a nice round of applause. They do like lots of cheering, lots of clapping. But also seals have 5 large claws on their front flippers which help drag themselves along the ground, and they also use for scratching. Whereas a sea lion like Gina, Anya and Ruby do not have any claws on their front flippers. They only have 3 very small claws on their back flippers, which of course aren't any use for a sea lion, just they use them for the occasion to give themselves the odd scratch. So they've got these big front flippers there which they use in different ways. Because of that size difference, on land they walk differently too. And if Gina comes for a small walk with me, you'll see how she walks on all 4 flippers. The back flippers sit just underneath, the front flippers sit all the front half of the body clear off the ground. So they can run, they can jump, they can climb. They're very, very agile on land as well as in the water. You can see her tummy does not touch the floor at all when she walks and moves on land. But Gina, How does a seal move? Come and do your seal impression for us. Like that. They slide on the ground on their bellies like that because their front flippers are far too small and too short to stand or walk on. They have to drag themselves along the ground using those claws and those little front flippers in order for them to move on land. Good demonstration there, Gina. Well done. And also, only a sea lion can clap to a